Happy Halloween. Here's a trick for you. What would you do if someone gave you a call and tried to trick you into attending an event that you had to speak to up to 100 people? Would you do it? Would you fall for the trick? Well, that's my question for you, especially if you are a business owner and you're a business owner that prides yourself on staying focused and having your actions align with your intents and goals. And that's actually what happened to me not that long ago. And I wanted to talk about it because I think that there's some takeaways that might be beneficial from other individuals and other business owners as they look to essentially step into their greatness. So the theme of what I want to talk about today has to do with these three words: be, do, and have. You've maybe heard these three words before. They're not that complex. They're action-based. They're verbs, right? So you want to be something, you want to do something, you want to have something. There are some requirements there. And so what I think this has to do with me is in a scenario where you think about what someone wants to do in their life or in their business is generally a thought or generally an intent that they'll put out there, or they might keep to themselves. Something they want to do might be accomplish a goal. They might want to earn a certain amount of money. They might want to have some sort of impact or develop some sort of significance in the world. And so the point is, what are the things that we are willing to do to actually receive the result of the thing that we're looking for? So if you're looking to go out and, let's say, maybe you want to be a heroic type of person and save lives. And so you want to have the satisfaction that you are able to have that positive impact and do good in the world. And so that might require you to do things you might not ordinarily want to do or might ordinarily want to lean into. But the fact is, you have to become a person that's really going to put themselves out there in such a way that they can have that type of impact. So what in this world does this have to do with trick or treat and me speaking to a group? Well, a lot of people, when you talk about Halloween, it's a fearful time, right? Like to be scared. A lot of people have a fear of speaking in public. To some, it's even up there with death. And I find that amusing because I've never really had much of that fear. The same way some people can go bungee jumping, they don't have a fear of heights. I've never really had much of a fear of speaking in front of people, at least if I have a clue of what I'm talking about, right? If I had to explain some topic to a crowd of hundreds or thousands and I didn't have a clue what I was going to say, that might be a little bit nerve-wracking. But if you're talking about the scenario where you think about what an MC is, a master of ceremonies, someone that is really a environment controller for an event. I look at it as something that's more about a persona and an aura of a person more so than a skill set. And that's not to be taken lightly. I've seen some great MCs out there, and I can definitely attest to the fact that there's skill involved. And I can also say that I've been to other events that did not have a good event MC. And it can certainly deter from the experience of learning, the experience of entertainment, right? And the overall value that you receive. So truth told, I was pretty honored when my friend reached out and asked if I would support his event by being the master of ceremonies, right? For this event he's hosting. And I thought, that's pretty cool. I'm flattered. And because of the relationship, I said I'd do it, right? But it required me to be open as far as in my mind, to be open, especially when I don't necessarily have this particular skill set listed on my resume of sorts. I know that I've got an energetic personality and I'm a friendly person, and that probably bodes well for this type of role or responsibility, but that doesn't necessarily lend itself to these preset list of qualifications, right? So maybe my friend was taking a chance, maybe knew something I didn't, but I was up to step up to the challenge. And so I think that when we look at just new things, whether it's in business or in life, sometimes we don't want to be open. We feel like if we don't know it, we might as well shut a door to it. We've even heard the catchphrase, no new friends sometimes. It's like we're closed-minded to new experiences, new people, and unfortunately, new opportunities, right? And some people pass over opportunity regularly. And that's what some will even say is an acronym for the word poor. And I wanted to be open to the idea of that this could be something I could participate in and have some fun at. And it would be something where I think I could add some value. So I said, let's go ahead and be open enough to lean into a new experience, because you never know what might happen. So what did I do? I did something new. I did new things. I tried new things. I met new people. I became a more extroverted version of myself for the sake of the event benefit. And so the do is where, is really the action word, where you actually go set forth in the world to make something happen that's different. And many of us will be on the sidelines in our lives with aspirations personally or business-wise, and we may conquer the be, but we don't necessarily step into the do enough. So it would be one thing if I said I'll be open to the opportunity, but not actually do the thing, not actually show up. So it wasn't like I was going to go run and hide or have second thoughts or cancel, but I, committed to the idea of doing something new and made sure I stuck to that commitment. And what I found as the trifecta would kind of complete itself, the be, do, have, what did I have? I had a good time. I had fun. I had a new experience. I had the chance to say that I was open-minded enough to do new things and try new things that lead to growth of the person, right? Of my own persona. And so I think that's important. It's right in line with the idea and theme of this podcast, learn how to see better. And one of the ways we have to learn how to see better is through experience. It's experience that actually teaches us. So learning to see better is by also learning to do better, learning to be better, learning to do better, so you can have better things, better experiences. And so why I bring that up is not so much about my actions as the MC. That's one role in an event. It was really about the star of the show that did their thing and made it happen. Me understanding how a team member can play a role in a bigger landscape and add value is pretty cool. And I'm grateful for that opportunity. And so I feel like, just being open as a general rule, even if we have a clean focus on what we're up to in life and in business, there are times where we need to be able to open the door for fun. I think fun is good for the health. Fun can be therapeutic, and fun can be a great way to unleash some things that are inside of us. And so that's what I was able to do over this past recent weekend. And I wanted to share that because I think that there might be someone right now listening to this that's on the fence when they think about doing something different, maybe stretching themselves, maybe leaning into their own greatness, maybe even giving themselves permission to be great. And for any influences I've had that have nudged me to go there, I appreciate it. I've had some great influences, specifically in this arena of being or performing as or being in the role of an MC. And so I think that's pretty cool to be able to take some things I've witnessed and observed and learned and take that excellence and craft that into my art that I was able to perform in most recently. So there you have it. Any of you out there that know you might have a hidden talent that you've been sidestepping the need to shine with, go ahead and take that step. Be open, do that new thing, and you too may have fun or even more joy, peace, and love in your world. So that's what I've got on this episode of Learn How to See Better. This is your host, Drew Davis. Thanks for listening. Be sure to share with a friend before the next time you tune in. We'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks.